Well, this is a bass I haven't owned before. It is a Chris Stambaugh, and this is a 5-string fretless single cut. And I've had a couple of his instruments come through my shop for repair and setup, and they were okay. This one totally uh, knocked those others off their perch. It's so much better. I'm surprised at the feel, the quality, the lightweight. The neck carve is excellent, and the tone just fantastic sounding. Really good low B. I took it out yesterday on a gig, and it was punchy. Really sounded great on a live gig. And the other thing I wanted to test was how stable the neck was, because that's one of the issues we've had in the past with some of the Stambaughs that were here, the neck movement. But this one went through a foggy day at the beach and didn't move at all. So that tells me a lot about how stable that wood is, how well the truss rod is working, and this one is a trouble-free instrument for sure. I can also look at it just in general as a luthier and say, yeah, he's got the neck angle correct. He's got correct break angle on the headstock. Everything lines up really well. His fit and finish on the laminates and fingerboard work, the dots, the maple strips in the fret slots, all that is masterfully done. So overall quality is quite good. I've read in some forums and things where guys have said, "Oh yeah, it's Federa quality," and it's not exactly Federa quality, but it is excellent and well done. A little more homemade than a Federa, maybe equal to one of Vinny's old instruments, from the early '80s. But at any rate, the only thing I would fault on it is, he's got the truss rod opening at the end of the headstock here, and when you take that cover off, it's a little crude looking in there. So, I can clean that up with a file and make it look beautiful and not leave a stress riser or anything, so it'll be fine. But the rest of the instrument, very, very presentable, really quite well done. But best of all is that sound. It was very powerful sounding instrument. And that's going through two 5-inch speakers right now. And that's just using the bridge pickup. I can bring in the other pickup and you get a little more fullness to it. I can go straight to just the neck pickup. But for me, it's always trying to get that Jocko tone. So for me, I don't usually need a lot of EQ on a fretless bass. This one has a really nice Aguilar circuit with a 3-band EQ. I haven't figured out what the switches do yet. I would imagine one's maybe for the active and non-active, maybe. The other one is probably a mid-range sweep switch or something. But they do make a big difference in the tone. And it's very in-your-face sounding and punchy. It hits you right in the gut when you're playing it at full volume on the stage. It was pretty impressive. It has an ebony fingerboard, maple, purple heart, and zebra wood in the neck. The body halves, the main wood, core wood is mahogany, and then you've got zebra wood on the top. And normally I'm not a big fan of zebra wood, but on a fretless it's less of an issue. And when I'm building acoustic guitars, I pretty much stay away from zebra wood because the tone sounds like kind of a deadened tone on a acoustic guitar. So I built one or two of them with it, and I just try to stay away from it now, unless you want something that sounds like an old, cheap guitar from the 40s or something. Anyway, all in all, though, I'm quite pleased. I was very lucky to get this instrument from the family of a good friend who recently passed away. He was a great bass player and had some decent instruments in his collection, and this one was available, and I purchased it not only to cover my curiosity on a Stambaugh, but also to help the family out. And I think it's a success all the way around. Excellent instrument, Chris Stambaugh. Can't tell you the year, but very nice, playable fretless. I think he does a good job.